Well, hello everyone, and welcome to round 3 at the Chinese Grand Prix of AOR Season 10. We jump straight onto our qualifying lap then, going across the line. Falcon sets the fast lap on a 33.4. We've done a 35.4 ourselves, with 2 full seconds off what he has done going through turn 1 now. Very tricky corner to get right. We've not quite nailed it, but we definitely haven't messed it up, that's for sure. Going through the, into the middle section now after the little snail section at the beginning. Got a bit wide on the curb there for this right-hander, which isn't really a right-hander. We are pretty much 4 tenths up on our first sector from last time, so that hopefully will help us gain a couple of positions. As we come through the middle sector, we'll hopefully improve even more on what we did. And through the right-hander then, and then the left-hander, very tricky to get right. We are running very short gears actually for this race, and you'll see that down the back straight. We'll be maxing out pretty early, but it gives us very good what I should call it, traction and cornering speed. At least you can see we're purple, we're 1.1 seconds up on our PB, so that tells you how much we're losing in the last sector. And now we've got this salvo or something, I believe, ahead of us. Let's see if we can grab some slipstream off the back of him. He's going very defensive kind of on the inside, even though it's only qualifying, but we've gone past, didn't get much slipstream there, and we've got the DRS activated and we've maxed out at 198 miles an hour already, as you can see. Getting ready to brake for the second to last corner now. The hairpin, very tricky to get right, and we've just about clipped it right. I think there possibly we could have broken a tad later. Powering on as hard as we can down towards the last corner, which is very fast. Flick it in, make sure you don't hit the curb on the outside or the inside. And as we go across the line, we set a 33.7 to take 4th on the grid for the race. And as we then shift our attention onto the qualifying results then, Captain Falcon took the pole position time on a 1:33.4. Iceman came home in 2nd in the Lotus, and Kian came home on 3rd position in his Red Bull. We came in 4th, Pepper in 5th, Dan in 6th, Professional in 7th, Rob in 8th, Savvy in 9th, and our teammate H Pro comes home in 10th position on the grid, with Sid in 11th and Philip in 12th, and sadly I haven't scrolled down far enough so you can see who's below him. But anyway, on to the race then. Matter of that, just quickly, I actually forgot to record the first into the race. I forgot to press record on my software, so we will be starting the first few laps, or the first lap I think, on board with Dan in the Lotus, who was directly behind me on the grid, almost, I believe. Thanks very much for him for letting me use his footage so we can see what happened during the first stint, because I had a very dramatic, what should I say, first lap towards the end of it, but not quite at the beginning. You'll see very shortly as he starts from 6th, we started from 4th on the grid, and as the lights are now coming on, he is right in the middle of Pepper and Professional, so there you can see us in the Ferrari ahead. Sorry for the bit bad quality, it's been downloaded, so not quite the best. As the lights go out and away we go for this Chinese Grand Prix. It's round 3. How will we fare down towards the first corner? We are doing okay. Dan's just gone down the inside of Pepper into 4th. We've gone up into 3rd actually, and some incident happened between Dan and the other guys behind him, but a bit lag related, I would say, in my opinion. As we are now safely through turn 2, it looks like it. His teammate Iceman is up ahead of us. Quite hard to commentate from the point of view of the car behind, but oh well. We've kicked up a bit of dirt there. He's using the driving line quite weirdly. Interested how such a fast guy actually uses a driving line, but oh well. Going down, oh yeah, and this is where the mistake happened. We ran a bit wide onto that first corner before the snail section, and he's got down the inside of us onto this straight, but we thought we won't give up. We've got, I think we had like 90% of our curves left, so a bit more than him. We got in the slipstream, used the thing, we're weaving forwards and backwards trying to get into the slipstream out of it, because you can see Professional in the Mercedes is behind us wanting to get past as well, and we don't really want to lose out to anything. We're now 2 and 2 wide, so almost 4 wide down into the next corner, and disaster's happened here. Dan has outbroken himself. We have tried to outbrake him on the outside, and we've gone massively wide, been pushed off wide even by him, haven't managed to get back on the circuit, and therefore as a result we have lost from, where were we, 3rd to 9th. I believe. That first Ferrari you saw backwards, there wasn't us, it was our teammate, H Pro, which had gone past us. So we rejoin now after the first set of stops. We're on the prime tyres, on the medium tyres. It's lap 6, we pitted lap 5, and we've made a slight mistake in that middle sector, and Keaton's now going past us. Not quite what we expected. We get all really close touch wheels there, right front and left rear tyres. Made contact there. Can we have a look back at him? I believe we've got quite a bit of curves left. going down towards this back straight. We should have the DRS on him. Or was he ahead? I can't remember. Well, we'll see now. We got it. Yes, we got the DRS. When we have a look down towards it, he's lagging a bit around. Oh, I'm getting a bit scared at this moment. Not sure what I'm going to do. I'll go to the outside to try and stay safe. I know the grip's there, and we've ran it round the outside, hit the apex nicely. Not run too wide on the exit. Put the power down. Bit of oversteer, but I think we're okay. As Iceman sets the fast lap on 37.0. We're nowhere near that. We've run a bit wide, though. Onto the beginning of the next lap now, shortly onto lap 7 there. And Kian's all over the back of us. He's got the DRS. We go very late move to the inside. He's made a bit of contact, I feel. And, well, we just tried to take a slow line through the middle and take on the inside, but it didn't work. As you can see, he's now got ahead of us, and in due respect now, I suspect he will pretty much just pull away from us, really. And, in fact, he actually did that. As you now see on lap 7, he didn't quite get away. He tried, but he got away a bit, and then we caught back up to him. To cut a long story short, but it wasn't that long. Got the DRS now again. Any second, he's lagging a bit more and making us a bit unsure. We're going to go to the inside this time because he's not giving us any room on the outside. We're maxed out already. Put into the lane, braking. Who's latest on the brakes? We're going to cut the corner a tad because we don't really know if that lag's going to affect us, but we know that the outside line has the better traction, and as that's now proven by Kian, getting the position back. He's run a bit wide though, out the apex, gone off, but doesn't look like he's been auto-slowed, and that's a bit of a shame because that's what happened to us. And that's how he got past us in the first place, really. But down onto lap 9 then. He's run a bit wide on into the middle sector, and we're on the back of him. We're going to have a look at a move here, possibly. He's gone to the inside defensive. Let's see if we can get anywhere near him. And he's left the door open. Can we go for it? Oh, it was a bit optimistic move there, and we were wheel banging tyres there again. And that almost went horribly wrong there. I saw a move, and I probably shouldn't have gone for it. And as you can see, it's cost me dearly now. He's starting to pull away. And we're now starting to fall into the clutches Defiance, and we're getting very unconcentrated now. We're losing our focus completely. 1.8 seconds down. As you can see, we're going a bit deep here. Not that bad. But now Defiance is definitely within DRS zone. It says he's 2/10 behind us. Christ. He's close now, that's for sure. And he will have the DRS. And going then down towards the hairpin. Will he get past? He's quite far back at the moment, but I suspect that DRS will start as we max out here at 198 miles an hour, 200 miles an hour. He's on the inside, is he? No, he's not going to have a look, but we've run a bit deep. No, we've locked up or something, and we've gone deep, and he's, well, just basically been given that position completely free by us. Thanks very much, he would probably say. I can imagine. As on lap 10, I believe is the next lap, we've locked up a bit, and our teammate has, well, retired, disconnected. I'm not sure. I think he got spun or hit off or something like that, and well, just couldn't take any more. He was way out the points, so he decided to call it a day once again. As on this lap 10, then we've got Savvy behind us in the McLaren. Sorry, I was thinking about Mercedes for some reason, but he's got the DRS on us, and he's gone past before the corner, even way before the corner. See if we can get anywhere near getting back at him at turn 1 and get close back on his inside wheel, but no, we haven't managed to pull off the traction, sadly for us. And now he's, okay, that's a very wide line, that's for sure, but he's been slowed down, but we've made a bit of a mistake on the exit curb and it's cost us a bit, so I doubt we'll get side by side with him before turn 1, but we can see if we can get during turn 1, depends on his line. We're going inside, oh, and we had to slam on the brakes there, a bit harder than normal because he slowed down like mid-corner and cut back in again. Which is something I don't tend to do. I'll try and run a smooth line through the entire corner. Might put more load on your tyres, I don't really care, I don't know. But into this middle sector then we're about to go. Can we ever go to him down here? Doesn't look very likely. But has he outbroken himself? I think he has, possibly. No, he hasn't, but he's gone on the curb and he's just had absolutely horrific traction. Can we have a look at the inside here? We're almost side by side with him through his corner. But whoa, we just haven't got the experience of racing with him, so we won't take a chance on that and cut to the grass to make sure we don't end up with any kind of contact like we had with Keen. But now on lap 12 then, I think this is the following lap, we're pretty close to him once again. We are definitely faster than him, that's for sure. He is on the no, is he on the prime tyres? He's on the prime tyres, the medium sidewall tyres, just like we are. For the matter of fact, we are doing an option strategy, so you'll see that come into action later. And this then, I believe, is the lap. No, he's not outbroken himself. Where do I get past him, I wonder? I'm pretty sure I'll get past him at some point during this race. We're following very closely at the moment. Going through the middle sector now, left and right, left section. Going outwards, taking a bit of a different line from me. He's taking quite a wide line, sorry. And we are taking more of a tighter apex approach line to all the corners in this second sector. Of course, we're running high wings load, so we're quite slow on the straights, but fast in this second and first sector. As again, and we made slight contact between the wheels and the front wing there. But we've broken earlier. We'll let him go ahead, see if we can get the DRS. But now, there's a Lotus behind us. Who is this? This is someone who's pitted for their second pit stop, I believe. Could it be Iceman? No, it's Dan. It is Dan in his Lotus, and Dan's now going to have a go at us. And he's got the slipstream of Xavi ahead in the McLaren. Now we've got it back, and now he's given Dan the slipstream to help him pass. We've got DRS luckily, but hopefully we'll be able to stick it around the outside of Dan this time, unlike we did on lap 1 when we messed up. And we're 3 wide into this corner, and Dan somehow got past both of us. I have no idea how he did that. My God, that was wonderful. How did he get down the inside of... Well, I can't understand how he got down the inside of me, but... Xavi, what did he do? Did you just brake early or something and let him go for the inside line and pass? I don't know, but Xavi entered the pits. Lap 13 and we're very worn up and prime tyres now. And, well, we've basically just run wide and let Rob through it. And now Pepper's all over the back of us. We're sliding around like absolute billio. And, well, put it up into a rich mix, but there's not much hope. We won't have the DRS, I don't think, because we were behind at the detection point, I believe. Let's have a look. No, we actually got it. Has Pepper got it as well? That looked suspiciously weird, as his front rear wing seemed to open, as we have pretty much equal top speed. But maybe just a Marussia livery or something. It's got to do with that, but, well, you can see the great difference in traction then. On to lap 14, and we haven't pitted yet. We're going to pit this lap, I believe. And we're just losing positions left, right and centre. But remember, these guys are people that have been ahead of us by quite a bit. So they're actually pretty much a stop ahead of us anyway. So the fact that we're now losing out to them isn't that bad. Can we keep Professional behind us for a bit more in an attempt to annoy him to pieces? But we're 6 tenths down in the first sector and ran a tad wide there at that hairpin. And, well, with his superior traction from the fresh prime tyres, he's just absolutely blasted past us there. And, well, that's really it. We're down into 8th position. And here we have, on lap 16, then we have pitted for the option tyres. And we are back out behind Xavi in the McLaren, the Spanish driver. How will we attempt to get past him this time? It's been quite unsuccessful from our point of view at the moment. We're getting closer. Of course, these fresher prime option tyres compared to his prime tyres, sorry, should be a lot faster. Can we have a look down the inside here? He's on the outside. We're on the inside. And I think we've made the move on. Yes, we have. We've made it stick. And here we now go around the outside of Defiant in the Torosso, but not quite. He's actually managed to stick on the inside as he exited the pits on the prime tyres. Oh, and we've made a bit of contact, and seems to be a bit lag, or he made a very good save. But I just decided to back off a bit there and make sure that he could rest a bit. But I think he's on his last stop already and going to the end on these prime tyres. So it's vital we get past, because we will be stopping again. For another fresh set of options, so we use the DRS to full advantage there, trying to go down the inside, cut the corner a tad to make sure we don't make contact with him. We're pushing wide, been a bit of contact, but then again on lap 19, the following lap, he's actually got back at us on his prime tyres, almost at least. He was side by side with us before the corner and then backed out of it. And then on lap 21, then, it's the pit stop lap, but we have absolutely horrified, a horrific mistake that is from us, locked up on the curbs and that massively. And here you can see then we decide we're coming in, that's enough. We are coming in for a last fresh set of options. We saved them during qualifying, only did 1 or 2 laps I believe, and it was, no we did 2 laps didn't we? And we came home in the end, in P8, with no penalty this time. Falcon won the race from pole, Iceman came home in 2nd, Dan came home to complete a double podium for Lotus, Rob came home in 4th, Professional came home in 5th, Kean came home in 6th, 7th goes to the Defiant in the end, we came home in 8th, Xavi came home in 9th, and Sid came across the line in P10 to take the final point. Well, we're nearing end's way then, guys. If you're interested in the results and standings from other races, and of course the championship at the moment, you can go to the Apex Online Racing website, or link, and that will be in the description. If you fancy signing up for a potential GP2 league, then also I'll leave a link for that in the description, and hopefully we will have a much better race in terms of position in the Bahrain Grand Prix, which is next out. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.